Okay. I just thought that was kind of weird.
Speaking of Disney, they're developing a Star Wars and Marvel version of their Disney Infinity. So they're going to have Star Wars Infinity and Marvel. That's going to do well.
Is it going to be part... What do you mean, Infinity? Like the game?
Yeah, where instead of Disney characters like the current one,
but
it's
you
just going
can
to be all...
play the same game, though, right?
I don't know.
Or does it have to be a different
They
game?
just announced it's going to be like a Star Wars version of Infinity, and then Marvel version of it. So I'm sure it's just going to be a separate game.
Oh, so you have to buy a separate... Oh, man.
Most likely. It's smarter to do it that way. That's money.
More money. Stupid.
Money in the bank.
I think you're going to make more money anyways by having to buy the character and the pieces and everything.
Yeah. But also, people paying $80 for the game itself. For each one. I mean, not every...
I get it, but it's
yeah. Tropico 5 was announced to have 4-player co-op.
Okay, so describe this game.
Tropico is one of those Sim City-like games. It's like SimCity meets Civilization 5, where you're the dictator of a small little Cuban-like island, and you just develop the island up, and then you can eventually develop nuclear weapons and stuff. But with Tropico 5...
So it's turn-based?
No.
It's more like Age of Empire?
Yeah.
Is it more like Age of Empire, or is it more like Civilization?
More like Age of Empires.
I thought that's what I was thinking, or I thought that's what it was like when I bought it.
Civilization?
And Tropico.
Oh. I thought it was going to be... Bless you. Bless you.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be more like, Age of Empire, but I bought it, and I don't really remember exactly what the game was about, to be honest with you, but I don't remember really liking it, or getting into it all that much.
We liked it. Oh, I liked it when I tried it, and I was like, I always said, this would be an awesome game if it was multiplayer, because, like, you could build up your arm, you can build up, like, a military, and, like, it'd be cool if you can declare war.
Maybe I did like Tropico, I can't remember.
You could, like, declare war on other islands.
Yeah, that is just like Civilization.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's 4-player co-op, each player has their own island, and they can help you out, or...
destroy
you. Yeah, pretty much. That's gonna be awesome.
So that's like Civilization.
Mm-hmm.
So, to be honest with you, I don't really like Civilization. I don't mind playing it, and it's okay, but I really like Age of Empire. I think Civilization is just way too slow for me. Just waiting to take turns and take turns. And then, someone was like, well, it's a really peaceful game, I can calm down. Well, it stresses me out, because if I want to play a game, I don't want to take all dang day playing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What?
No, just because you're, like, the most patient person we've ever met.
I am?
No.
Oh. Rude! That's what Mike said. Maybe this game could teach you patience. I don't like it. I'm just not very patient.
Maybe you do need to play it, though. Learn patience.
It stresses me out. It takes so long. And I don't want to leave a game. I just want to sit there and play. So if I have to wait for the person to... Especially when it's multiplayer and you got to wait for the other person to go. It's like, okay, you're going 3 steps. Or you make a different move, like building a guy. Oh my god, I got to wait like 5 turns to this thing to build?
You're part of that MTV generation.
Oh, hush. I don't. And then also someone was saying that they like it because it's more peaceful. Like you can actually, you don't have to kill all these other people, to win the game. You could just like advance the fastest. Well,
you know what game?
Do you know how much longer that would take?
You know what game you're really patient with though?
What, Stefan?
Final Fantasy.
What do you mean patient with that? I play it.
Like once every 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, I also have a kid and everything.
Excuses.
I can't ignore her. I have to have a life, Stefan.
It's called tough love.
But when I do play, I play. Oh my gosh. Yeah, she's 2!
2 going on 20, yes.
Oh my gosh. She's very mature for her age, but she will
just wait till she's old enough to play games.
Then maybe I'll play Final Fantasy as much as you'd like, Stefan.
No, everyone keeps asking me, is Sandra getting on? Like, I don't know. Message her and ask her.
And I lost my phone the other day. I just got way distracted, and I left it on top of my car, and I drove off. So a kid at one of the high schools near me actually found it, and so when I did the Find Your iPhone app, I was able to see it roaming around the high school. They went up calling me after school and saying, that we could meet up. So I thought that was a little that was really nice, but a little weird. I don't know if I would want to, meet up with a high school kid or whatever. And so I said, just bring it back to school. Or I said, okay, fine, I'll meet up. And then she's at 7, because I think I have to drive her all the way across town to get back home. And then she said she was going to be at work, and so I thought she was lying. But she actually did. She worked until midnight. It was a high school kid downtown on 6th Street. I'm like, what is she doing over there? Maybe...
Why didn't you just have someone else go down there and pick it up?
Who?
I would have went down there and got it.
Oh, I didn't want to inconvenience anybody like that. So I just told her, just take it to school the next day, and I'll just get my sister that goes to that high school to pick it up from the front office. Okay. Then schools are canceled because of ice, and I'm going all dang weekend without it, and I hope to God that she's still nice enough to turn it in on Monday.
You're patient about the wrong things. Something like that, we've been really impatient for. We got somebody else.
I am patient on life things, for the most part. But when it has to do with games, I don't have patience for it. Why? Why do you want to have patience for a game?
Is it patient on life things?
No, why would you want to have patience for a game? You want it to be entertaining to you, right? Your game needs to...
So a lot of people
you don't accommodate a game, the game needs to accommodate you.
Think about, when you play a game, it's not like an instant, you sit down one sitting and beat the games. I mean...
I know, and that's fine, but you need to entertain me the whole time. It's kind of like when I eat dessert. That's how I feel about it, too. No, what?
You mean eat dessert?
No, let me explain it. You didn't let me finish.
I know, that's what I'm trying to think. Wait, how is this?
Okay, when I eat a dessert, it needs to be good. I don't want to eat a crappy dessert. Because if I'm going to be eating those calories, it better be worth it. That's kind of how I feel about games. If I'm going to sit down and play a game, it better be good. You better be entertaining me the whole time. Because if not, is it worth my time? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the same thing.
Well, let's jump over to the Order 1886, who just announced there's not going to be any multiplayer whatsoever in it. It's going to be 100% single player, which has me and a lot of people pissed. I mean, some people are still excited about it for it. I mean, it's amazing. People who like single player game, they'll refuse to get a game if they have multiplayer.
It's weird, yeah.
I know. And I prefer games.
I guess for the most part, nowadays, when they have a multiplayer game, they have a single player campaign mode or whatever, but it's not going to be as good as the multiplayer, because usually their focus is in the multiplayer. That's probably why. So that goes along with also Wolfenstein. I can't believe that they're... I think originally it was a one-player, whatever game. And
the first one.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, I like the multiplayer. I was really excited about that. So I know it's still going to be... I'm sure it's still going to be a good game, but... Why wouldn't they make that multiplayer?
Well, I don't understand, remember when they first released the Nintendo 64, and, it had the little 4 ports for 4 controllers? Uh-huh. So you figured, there's going to be a lot of multiplayer games for... Nope! I don't understand why game companies focus so much on single player and not enough on, couch co-op games.
Do you remember Nintendo? The original Nintendo?
Yeah.
They actually came out with a game with 4 ports?
Yeah.
How many games I think Ninja Turtles was it.
No, it wasn't only just Ninja Turtles. They had Ninja Turtles, they had that Looney Tunes basketball.
Never played it.
They had the Lord of the Rings.
What?
The original Lord of the Rings.
Huh.
Yeah, we played all those. We bought that crap. And that's why we figured this is going to be the future of video games, would be multiplayer, instead of having to take turns 1 or 2 at a time. Nope.
It took a while for that, to happen.
Yeah. And so now, with the PS4 out, co-op story-wise, the only co-op story game they're going to come out with is Destiny this year. Can
I also say this? Now the new systems, it is multiplayer on the system, but a lot of the multiplayer games that are really, really good, you need your own system for.
Yeah, that's
you can't play multiplayer game on the same system. So when you have little kids, you need a Nintendo. Because...
I guess they have NAC, which is supposed to be made for...
NAC?
NAC?
Yeah, one game. You're going to buy one game.
Yeah, I know.
I think that's just it's like a top-down view.
That's how Nintendo can make its big comeback, by focusing, doing like they did with the Wii.
Yeah.
Multiplayer and kiddie games.
Multiplayer games. Oh, you're saying they're kiddie?
They're pretty kiddie.
Rude.
They are kiddie.
No, they're cartoony. They're not
They're
kiddie.
pretty kiddie.
They're hard. You can make it hard when you're playing against other people. Just as good as you.
I mean, compared to the game...
You think Mario Kart is easy?
No, it's not easy,
when you play against me, Stefan? Don't even say that.
I'm just saying, compared to the PlayStation and Xbox, Nintendo games...
I see.
Are more kid-friendly.
They are more kid-friendly.
Kitty.
I don't think they're not kitty. I think that's why a lot of people are stuck up to them. No, they're not necessarily kitty. Yeah, they're kid-friendly. But they can be hard.
Yeah, they can be hard.
Especially when you're playing multiplayer against other people. I think they're very good, like, party games. You don't have to be kids to play that. Quit being so stuck up.
What? It just brings out your inner child. I'm not saying it's bad. I was just saying it's more kitty.
Not kitty.
Okay, but maybe it's the word kitty that you're having a problem with me using.
Yes, it's not just for kids.
I know it's not just for kids. I'm just saying.
But I think that's why a lot of people that are so stuck up against Nintendo is because they think it's like kitty, but it's not. I get what you're saying. It's cartoony.
Yeah.
And it could be kid-friendly, which is great. But it's not just kitty.
I'm just amazed at calling it kitty.
It's not kitty.
I know. I'm just saying.
You're
calling
stuck
it kitty, I'm calling it kitty. It's getting out of your skin so much. Alright. It's kid-friendly.
You can't come over here and play Mario Kart.
It's kid-friendly. What? I play kitty games. Kid-friendly games.
Why you say kitty games? There are probably more kids playing stupid...
Like, I find Pokemon be...
Okay, Pokemon
but it's fun.
is kitty.
It's fun, though.
Yeah, that's fun.
I mean, not everything has to be violent, blood, gore, heads chopping off.
I think it's good that games could be kid-friendly. Because now a lot of times, you go on Xbox Live, you go on PlayStation, and you're hearing these kids playing these graphic, first-person shooter games.
Yeah.
And then... if I'm playing against you, I talk a lot of trash, and then they cry. They're still kids. It's like, what are you doing playing on these games?
When I describe something as kitty, I mean kid-friendly. I just describe them as kitty. It's like, with WWE wrestling, they want to be kitty. They want to be very kid-friendly and kitty, but...
It's not kitty.
They try to be...
I see what you're saying, but they're not kitty.
Yeah, I know.
You're fighting.
They want to be kitty. They want to be considered kitty.
Kid-friendly. They're family-friendly.
I know.
Has to say family-friendly. Not kitty-friendly. Family.
I'm just saying they want...
family is like the whole entire group.
They want to be kid...
Not just for kids.
They want to be kid-friendly. That's why they push for, like...
The old, the young, the middle. Yes. Family-friendly. And that's a better word for that.
Kitty. Sorry.
Okay.
Family-friendly.
Channel.
Friendly. Okay, yeah. Do a better explanation of that since you didn't know the details last week. What? Okay. With the WWE Network, how it changed feature television is like what it is.
No, I get it.
I know.
No, but go ahead. Yeah.
What it is, it's going to be like a Netflix-like service, but it's also its own.
So can you watch it on your television if you don't have like an Apple TV or a Netflix type
you would need
download app?
A Roku?
Okay, so you do need one of those. It's not, because it's not cable.
Right.
Right, it's not.
It's internet-based. So you can access it on Roku, Apple TV, a PS3.
It's going to be downloadable like the Netflix app. So
you
can access it on your TV, computer, probably iPad.
Cell phones, or smartphones, computer.
Yeah. So it's an app.
Game consoles. So almost anyone will be able to access it unless you just don't have anything whatsoever except for a television. Then you probably can't access it. But what it is like I said, it's going to be a channel. It's
$10 a month?
$10 a month. So it's going to be...
Okay, so $10 a month. And when you buy... Okay, so there's certain times that there's these special shows, right?
Pay-per-views.
Pay-per-view shows. And they're live, right?
Yeah.
This is what I thought you were going to make me watch when you actually took me down there.
Wow.
What? When I agreed to watch a show, that's what I thought you were going to do. Record a pay-per-view show for me to watch. Anyways, so how much does it cost if you get a pay-per-view show? How much would one of those shows
One of the
cost?
lower end pay-per-views, I think, is like $50, and then one of the bigger four is $60. So
and how often do they have those in
Once a month.
Once a month, okay.
Yeah. Some months they have like 2 in a month.
So all those come free, they're included on this $10 a month.
If you were to buy every pay-per-view, like I said, it's like I think they said $648 a year if you purchase every pay-per-view, versus you pay $10 a month, you're only paying $120 a year, and you get all that. Plus, you get every pay-per-view they've ever released, that company WCW's ever released.
So if you're into that, it's pretty good.
ECW's ever
definitely
released.
Worth it. I would even say if you're going to watch 2 of those pay-per-view shows, just might as well might as well buy it. $10 a month.
I mean, there's a lot of people who only watch WrestleMania every year because of the celebrities are on it, and it's like the Super Bowl of entertainment.
And how much is that again?
That is $65.
$65.
Yeah, versus you just pay $10.
Yeah.
You're